Your brother has been visiting your ex-wife every Tuesday, my neighbor mentioned casually. My brother lives 400 miles away. He told us he works Tuesdays. I was getting my mail from the mailbox when old Mrs. Patterson decided to drop this bomb on me, like she was commenting on the weather outside. He always shows up around noon every week, stays there for a few hours each time. They seem very close, if you know what I mean. My blood went ice cold. My brother Theo lived in another state 400 miles away. Every Tuesday, he supposedly had mandatory work meetings he couldn't miss. That's why he never visited on Tuesdays and always rescheduled family calls. My ex-wife Clara lived 3 streets over. We'd been divorced 2 painful years. Are you sure it's my brother? Absolutely. Tall fellow with the beard driving that blue truck with the dent in the fender. Looks just like you, but bigger. Definitely Theo. I thanked her and walked inside feeling sick. Theo and I were always close. When Clara and I split, he helped me move. He comforted me when I cried. He said I deserved better. I called him that night. Hey, what's up? He answered cheerfully. How was work? Same old. Meetings all day. You know Tuesdays. My jaw clenched. Yeah, rough. You okay? You sound weird. Tired. Talk later. I hung up before saying something I'd regret. I took the next Tuesday off. Parked down the street from Clara's at 11. At noon, Theo's truck pulled into her driveway. I watched my brother walk to my ex-wife's door. She opened it, smiling huge, and they hugged way too long, then went inside. I sat there 3 hours while fury built every minute. When Theo came out, he was laughing. Clara waved from the doorway. They hugged again. He kissed her forehead. I followed his truck onto the highway, staying back. He didn't drive toward his home 400 miles away. He drove to a hotel 15 minutes from my house. He had a room there. He'd been staying locally every Tuesday for who knows how long. I sat outside that hotel until midnight, then drove home and didn't sleep. The next family dinner was Sunday. Theo arrived acting normal. He hugged our parents. He asked about my week, smiling. He looked me in the eyes and lied about Tuesday meetings. I let him talk, let him joke around, waited until dessert. So Theo, I said calmly, how was your Tuesday meeting? Long and boring, the usual? That's weird. Because I saw you at Clara's house at noon. You were there 3 hours. The table went silent. Theo's face went pale. Our mother looked confused. Why were you at Clara's house? She asked. I can explain, Theo started. Then explain. Clara and I have been seeing each other. Our father dropped his fork. You've been sleeping with my ex-wife? It's not like that. We fell in love. It happened after you split, I swear. You lied to my face every week because I knew you'd react like this. I stood so fast my chair crashed backward. You could have told me. You could have been honest. Instead, you snuck around for how long? Since January, he said quietly. 18 months of lies. We're done, I said. You're not my brother anymore. Don't be dramatic. Our mother reached for me, but I stepped back. He lied to all of us. Every Tuesday for 18 months. That's not a mistake. That's a choice. I grabbed my coat and left. I haven't spoken to Theo since. He married Clara 6 months later. Our parents went to the wedding. I didn't. Sometimes family isn't who shares your blood. It's who would never lie to your face while smiling. Theo made his choice. Now I've made mine. Last month, our mother called asking me to reconcile. She said Theo misses me. She said family should forgive. I told her Theo stopped being family the moment he chose to betray me every single week for 18 months straight. She cried and said I was being stubborn. Maybe I am. But I'd rather be stubborn than stupid enough to trust someone who looked me in the eyes and lied repeatedly without any guilt whatsoever. Dad called a week later. He said he understood my anger but wanted me to consider that Theo and Clara seemed genuinely happy together now. I asked him if he'd feel the same way if his own brother had secretly dated mom behind his back for a year and a half. He went quiet and said that was different. I told him it wasn't different at all and hung up. The hardest part isn't losing my brother. The hardest part is realizing I never really knew him in the first place. The person I thought was my closest friend and confidant was capable of looking me in the eyes week after week and lying without hesitation. Every comforting word he said during my divorce was poisoned. Every time he told me I deserved better, he was already planning to take what was mine. I don't miss him. I miss the brother I thought I had.